Cheep, Cheep, would it be possible for you to stop admiring yourself for 2 seconds? Don't say I never look after you. Hey, withdrawal symptoms? I just need the music box a minute. You don't need to turn your head away from your beautiful reflection for 1 second. Shh! He's gone to sleep. It got dark and he's simply... No matter. I can now enjoy a few moments of peace. The box, as well as its hinges and lock, has been fashioned from one piece of tree root. A masterful piece of workmanship, just like everything else here in the elf burrow. Pearls, precious stones, sparkling earrings and necklaces. All the stuff I have to wear at official functions. If it were up to Mother, I would have trunkfuls of this stuff, and a wing of the castle would be my wardrobe. She just can't understand why Pa and I aren't into this sort of thing. The box, as well as its hinge. I'm going to have to take a few more of your seeds, but I promise this is the last time. Let's go. As expected, no one here. My parents are in the throne room ruling the lands, or rather Mother is. There's only a little water left in the bird bath. Cheep Cheep always says that it evaporates quickly. I, however, think that the constant need to replenish the water is more down to his unbridled joyous splashing and not insignificant body mass. There's only a little water left in the bird... I, however... That's a weeping willow. It appears to be so content it looks anything but sad. The spring brook emerges up there. It's still small here, but it becomes one of the largest and most important rivers. There are elf-made ponds and streams all over the palace ground. Their water's said to have healing powers. No wonder considering where it comes from. There are reeds and water lilies growing in the pond. Naturally, they were planted there. They don't grow in the wild so high up the mountains. A fairly small, unattractive tree.
Huh! I'd like to see how attractive you'd look if someone disturbed you on the pot in the morning.
You mean...
Anyway, what can I do for you, my little beauty?
The garden always looks fantastic, Arbor.
Thank you. It's a girt load of work. People always think elf gardens are fabulous by their very nature. But you need a mighty good gardener.
You have got green fingers.
Ah, that's just moss, my dear. Happens if you spend all day grubbing around in the earth and don't wash your hands properly in the evenings.
What are you up to?
Oh, the usual. You know, it never rains in the elf burrow, but the flowers need their water, so I water them every day.
Ah, the curse of good weather.
The weather isn't the only thing which isn't right. I've been here 30 years, and for 30...
Time passes differently in the elf burrow.
Well, that's why everyone grows to be ancient here, obviously. But if we had a bit of normal weather in the usual seasons... Oh, there.
Mother put me on a diet this morning so that I'll look perfect for my wedding.
Oh, everything has to be perfect for her. No such thing in nature, of course. Or rather, everything is perfect if you just let nature run its course.
You tell that to Mother.
I have, many times. She'd be very clever in some things, but very daft concerning that.
Now then, she is the queen.
I'm old enough to be able to call a spade a spade. Spade, gardener.
Nowhere are the trees so green and healthy as here in the elf world. You tree shepherds do a great job.
Trees! The trees just stand there. What do they need a shepherd? However, I quite fancy one of those shepherd dogs. Hey, Rex, do you want to be my shepherd dog?
You and Father, you get along.
No one understands more about nature than him, that's for sure. But I don't often ask him for help. Thinking has never got a field dug, if you get my drift.
He's just more of a theory.
The mud on your feet, the smell of fresh earth, all that joy and life. And he's missing out on the lot by just sitting around up there.
I have to get on.
Yep, got a bit to do myself. I just don't know what's wrong with that plant. Your mother got a whole heap of flowers given to her the other day from a fairy delegation. All of them took good and strong, just not that one.
Perhaps it needs a special type of soil or something.
Well, anything's possible. If I don't think of something soon, I'll have to ask your father. He can have a little chat with her and she might tell him what's up.
If you're going in, it'd be nice if you didn't tell my mother that you saw me out here.
Oh, you playing hooky again? My lips are sealed.
A lovely spot, so long as the bees who have built their hive directly above the bench don't disturb you. It doesn't look very well at all. It's unusual for flowers to hang their heads in this garden. Normally they blossom in our good earth, not to mention the power of Arbor's green... This is Mother's mirror. It's said that you can see into the furthest corners of the land and know what's happening in every... At the moment, it's no more than a shallow bowl. Mother thought it was unseemly of the bees to build their hive in our garden. I don't think she could get used to the thought that she would no longer be the only queen here. I don't know the names of all the plants. Grandmother knows them all. Shite beerwood, sweat tea, dodder flower, fat hen, bistort, stink root. We no longer invite her to family gatherings. Arbor's pot, literally. A handy smooth stone. I can't think of any use for a water lily, but a reed could come in handy. I don't really know much about reeds or pipes, but if I'm not mistaken, then those things are called a handy smooth stone, Arbor's sheep. There's a selection of cubes here. For a while, it was all the rage at official state visits to give geometric. The Biggest Plant Book of Avantasia by Charles Mendel with illustrations, a standard reference book that Arbor always used to consult every. A present from one of the northern kingdoms. Strange folk up there. The men climb mountains and shout foul-mouthed things in dragon's language at the dragons. I think it's some kind of test of courage. Goldsmithing, masonry, and like all books in this library, it's a guest present. The logic behind this must be, those elves, they have so many beautiful statues and items of wood. They'll be really interested in this. Why don't we present them with a book? What they don't realise, though, is that if we're interested in a subject, then we'll already know pretty much all there is to know about the matter, and the book's of no use to us whatsoever. Working with wood. There's a master whittler down in the valley. He carves animal figures so real that this one's more about interiors, making furniture. Plane the wood down by a pixie. Who knows what that might be good for? Several books about animals, an atlas, a book about... And what's this? Fishing for the moderate... I haven't really got the time to sit and read a book, and there must be a medical book for elves here somewhere. A few years ago, this dragon was causing a whole lot of grief. A bounty was put on its head, and all heroes of the land were encouraged to hunt it down. 40 brave warriors penetrated its lair and slew it. They brought the head to the palace where it was displayed in triumph. The strange thing was that a bit later more adventurers came carrying an identical head. Then more and more heroes arrived. What have we got here then? Aha! Ah! Almanac of Elf Medicine.
Ow! Be careful if you...
A speaking book?
An ill elf?
Ill elf? So I look ill? What's wrong with me?
Take it easy, young one thing at a time.
Young one? I'm older than you.
And you look it too.
I do?
No, of course not, and I can also see... But the mere fact that I've been fished out from the back of the shelf for the first time in centuries...
I haven't been feeling too well recently. I'm sleeping badly and have no appetite. I know that elves are very seldom ill, but if it's not that, then it must be some kind of magic or curse.
Seldom ill does not actually mean never ill. Elves can, for instance, suffer from a broken heart.
Oh, please.
It is one of the most common causes of death amongst beautiful princesses.
Oh, it must be something else.
Sensitive elves can sometimes suffer from the pains of the world. There are a variety of ear infections, and of course it could also be But I think...
Like what?
To be completely certain, you must mix a potion and...
Are you serious?
Very.
Are you actually qualified to make a diagnosis? And why can you talk?
I am a magical medicine book that actually serves as an answer to both of your questions.
I've never encountered a talking...
Of course not. I am the only talking book here. In the magical library in Seastone, all books can talk. Things really get cooking there.
You were probably given to us by someone from Seastone, right?
Right. I was a complete idiot and actually volunteered. As I am a book about elf medicine, I didn't get much to do in Seastone. I thought to myself, hey, this is your chance to get some practical experience.
Yeah, we elves don't get ill much.
And more than that, you don't actually have much time for books. This is the centre of the elven...
We don't have much use for books. We sing songs about times past, and many of us were there at the time.
Then that's probably also the reason why so many elves stand around in white.
What do you mean?
Allow me to elucidate. Over the years, the songs you elves sing will be changed and adapted, a little here, a little there. This editorial process is nothing more than refined elvish propaganda, presenting them as intelligent and morally impeccable. And who can prove otherwise? There are no other...
I demand to know this instant what sort of illness I have.
Sometimes it's better not.
I can take it.
A placebo only works when one doesn't know. Make the potion and then come back and drink it.
All right, this potion...
It is very easy. You need to pound together the green fruit of a
Oh, that's...
It's medicine. It isn't supposed to taste.
And if I drink it, I'll be well...
We will then at least know what is wrong.
A red herring. Are you...
Of course. Why? Red herrings are known all over. Their uses in the areas of medicine, cuisine, and literature.
All right, so I've got a red herring. This metis bush.
Haven't a clue. I'm just a book and...
And if it's lupus?
Have you been bitten by a wolf of late?
No.
Then it can't be lupus. No, I'm pretty sure it's something else. Now, that potion, drink it, and then I can tell you more.
Thank you. I think that's all for now.
Normally, it's me that ends patient consultations. You are only a princess, but I...
This flower clearly is one of the more exotic of... It comes from a country in the... It's said that the flower of this plant used to be sent as a Why do so many people hate this flower? Perhaps it has an... Now that explains why this flower is classified as a weapon in 24 countries. Swords of all the idiots who have tried to conquer the elf burrow. It's become less frequent over the last few centuries. Humans and dwarves appear to have learnt their lesson. I really shouldn't... it's only Earth. I should tell Mother how her daughter... well, she'd be delighted. Hi, Arba.
Oh,
Have you found out what's wrong with the...
Nope, I haven't. Everything looks proper. Earth is a difficult case. I'd quite like to smoke my morning pipe now, but...
Look,
Woodcrafts? Why are you showing me that?
I thought it might interest you.
I don't like
Horace?
wood that has been clamped into a revolving monstrosity to be whittled down layer by layer to the core. What do you call that then?
Sorry, never looked at it like that.
Branches sawed off, boards nailed together, wood treated with chemicals. Oh, sick stuff.
If I were ill and needed to make some medicine, then you'd help me with that, wouldn't you?
Ill? You're an elf. Elves don't get ill.
But if I were...
Oh, come on, now tell me.
Do we have a meta?
That bush over yonder.
But that fruit's red.
And what colour do you...
Green. Are they only green when they're not ripe?
Nah, they're blue then. They're green when the bush senses danger.
Pardon?
The Metis bush has exceptionally delicious sweet fruit. But if it thinks it's in danger, then they go...
Ah, and the bush only has red fruit because it has nothing to...
That's...
Do you know how I...
Try the kitchens.
I prefer not to wander through the...
Of course. Someone would tell your mother.
Would that beehive in the tree over there be of any help?
Oh, I'd be careful with that. The bees defend their honey.
Couldn't they be distracted or...
Beekeepers wear protective clothes and use smoke that calms the bees. But I don't have any beekeeper kit here. I just let the bees keep their honey and they pollinate my flowers. That's how we've always...
I often see you fishing.
Of course, if you bring... What's up?
I was convinced that I would have to make my own fishing rod or that you'd ask me to collect a variety of mystical items in exchange for it.
Why? It's only a rod.
Thanks.
Well, everything needs to be complicated, you know.
There's something... See you later, Arbor.
See ya.
If the bush had a heart, it would have skipped a few beats. Thanks. As suspected, there are red herrings swimming in the pond. They are really saltwater fish that live in the sea. But they always come back to their homeland to breed. They're the only known fish variety that can scale nearly vertical cliffs. Red herrings are fast and slippery. Even red herrings... I don't have a clue about fishing, but I'll try my luck. Just as I expected, nothing. On the other hand, somehow I have the feeling that I now know what I'm doing. The worms provide a great lure and should increase my fishing success rate, whatever that is. I always hang one onto the hook before I cast the line out. I guess that I can just practice until I'm good enough. At last! Now I can tick the red herring off my list. Perhaps I can help Arbor solve the problem with that. Mandrake should only be cultivated by experience. Killer tomatoes are the most devious of the giant beans, also known as because of the bean's high cost. This plant reminds me of the one that Arbor's having problems with at the moment. Love lily. The love lily enters into an enduring relationship with another. If the partner plant dies, then the love lily. Perhaps there are a few practical hints and tips in the. A lucrative season with a successful technique doesn't just depend on the type and quality. It doesn't matter whether you jig, dip, toss. I haven't the faintest idea what all that means. I've got what I need, but this is so. And perhaps I'll have a bit of luck catching. Pity. There appears to be an amazing collection of stuff. I wonder if there's anything there that. Oh. There appears to be an amazing. I wonder. Nothing. Perhaps I have enough knowledge to now understand. Right. Aha! Oh, twice in a row. Then. That was educational. Hi, Arbor.
Oh, Ivo!
I think I know the name of your patient.
You don't look.
That's exactly the problem. Love lilies enter into a lifelong partnership with.
Then they let their heads droop. But the fairies know their plants. They'd never have given us a love lily without its.
See you later.
See ya!
I convinced Mother not to have the hive removed. However, should she be stung, then the hive's days are numbered. Isn't there a turn of phrase like stirring up a bee's nest? I think the saying's trying to give us a warning. As long as the bees are wide awake and buzzing, I don't dare. The door can be opened easily from the outside. If it was up to me, it would stay open. This flower was given to us by the fairies. I bet they belong together. Look, do you know this flower?
Ha ha ha! You did well, girl.
It would appear so.
You snivelling, girl? You all right?
No. Yes? I don't know.
Well then, I think I've earned myself a little rest now.
The pipe smoke seems to have calmed them down a bit. The smoke from Arbor's pipe seems to be calming the...
Hey now, you all right there?
Sorry, had to do it.
Well, I'm not happy about this destruction of nature. Not unless I get half of that there honey.
I don't need any more. The rest is for you.
Oh! That's enough. The bees need a bit too.
That's Arbor's little spade. He always leaves his stuff all over the garden, which of course drives me... Ugh, that fruit smells really sour. Thanks for the sacrifice, little fish. About 1 spoon of honey. Yes, the stone could be quite a useful pestle. First, I need all the contents in a bowl. Water's the easiest ingredient to find. We have copious amounts. That should do it. The medicine book reckoned that it should be a viscous potion. I'm pretty sure that there's never been anything so utterly revolting concocted in the elf burrow ever. Oh, I hope this is some kind of joke. I don't know much, but I do know that I'm not going to drink this potion until I've had another chat to the medicine book about it. I need to know which disease this potion's meant to be good for. Looks as if it's been pre-digested several times. Hi.
Well,
The potion's ready, but you don't seriously expect me to drink it, do you?
you must.
Cheap, I'm so... Yes, I know, but... This, medicine. Well, I did tell you that I wasn't feeling well, and the medicine book here thinks it could be something serious.
She has to drink it, the sour metis fruit, sweet honey and salty fish. That should give us...
Oh, it looks revolting.
It is medicine, it's not... That's right, down to the last drop.
Not as bad as I was expecting. In actual fact, it's quite tasty. I could definitely drink another glass of that.
Congratulations, Ivo, you are pregnant.
No, that is completely impossible. You must be wrong, surely it's a misdiagnosis.
You are an elf and say that potion is quite tasty. I could definitely drink another glass of that. That's raging hormones talking.
I don't have any hormones, Cheat, no. No, the book has made a mistake. I cannot be pregnant. I've never stood in the divine water with Nate on Midsummer's Night singing the Song of Life. Why? How do humans do it? They do what?
Elves and humans can have children together, but it's not possible without sex.
You see? We never had sex. At least not to my knowledge.
But the diagnosis is crystal clear.
Let's just pretend that I am pregnant. There must be some explanation, rational or otherwise.
If we discount the possibility that the child was conceived by natural means, which would certainly appear to be the case here, then that leaves us with just the unconventional. Did you, perhaps, make some kind of pact with a goblin regarding the child? Child in exchange for gold or a...
No.
Has a god in the guise of a bull appeared to you in your dreams? Any angels been having a word with you?
No.
Have any stars fallen from the...
No, not that I'm aware of.
Then that just leaves magic, or a curse. But unfortunately that is not my area.
I wish it was so cheap, but my feeling is that the book is right. I am pregnant. One thing's certain. Mother must never find out. I don't know either. Do you think that my tummy will start to show? Oh. I'm not sure how, and I'm not sure why, but it would appear that I'm pregnant. And as all other possibilities have been eliminated, then it must be a curse. That is fantastic! No, of course I didn't mean it like that. But just think. Me. Cursed. That sounds like an adventure. Totally obvious what we need to do now. We ask Archmage Alistair. He's the wisest magician in the realm of man, and he's a friend. He'll be able to tell us... Oh, no, you don't. You remember who was meant to be looking after me so that nothing happens to me, don't you? Alistair's sure to have the answers. We'll have to track him down in the Mage Tower. Only, how are we going to get there? Oh, yeah, saying fly is all well and good. Are you going to teach me quickly then? No, we need a fast mode of transport. And then there's the small matter of the Border Watch. Their longbows can take out a fly's eye at 400 metres, and they will shoot if said fly should dare to set foot in or leave the woodland realm without permission. You don't by any chance know the password that the Border Watch... Typical. That's exactly the problem. Mother chooses a new password every single day. Oh, why don't you know the password? Hey, know-it-all. Mother's mirror. It knows more than you. It must know the password. If we work as a team, we should be able to cast a little light on the matter, Chi. After all, if it is a curse, then I'm the victim, not the perpetrator. Well, yes, I know that. She'll blame us whatever happens. But it's best for us to have some answers rather than just presenting her the facts, don't you think? Transport and the password. Let's go.